Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to our phonics video for this week. This is Tuesday's lesson, and we're going to get started with segmenting and blending some words. So I am going to say a word, and then we're going to tap each sound that we hear in the word. And then we're going to figure out how many sounds that word has altogether. So all of the words that I'm going to do today are compound words. And we know that a compound word is two whole words, separate words, right? But when we put them together, it makes a new word, a new longer word. Like straw and berry make the word strawberry. So all of the words today are compound words. Let's do the first one together. Repeat after me. Classroom. Say the word classroom. The first syllable is class. Let's break the word class apart by tapping it on our hands. S. And now let's do room. Room. So how many sounds does the word classroom have all together? S. That's 4. And then that's 3. What's 4 plus 3? 7, right? So the word classroom has 7 sounds. Now let's do cardboard. Do it with me. Let's start with card. Ard. And board. B-ord. So card had 3 sounds and board had 3 sounds. So altogether, the word cardboard has 6 sounds. Now let's do the word pancake. Ready? Go. P-a-n-k-ache. Pancake. So the word pan had 3 sounds and the word cake had 3 sounds. So altogether, pancake has 6 sounds. Now let's do backpack. Ready? Back. B-ack. And then pack. P-ack. The word is backpack. Back had 3 sounds and pack had 3 sounds. So the word backpack has 6 sounds. Right. Last word, hometown. Do it with me. Home. And then town. Hometown. And the word home has 3 sounds and the word town has 3 sounds. So hometown has 6 sounds altogether. All right, friends, now we're going to talk about nouns and pronouns. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys so that we can do some writing together. So I know that a noun is a person, a place, or a thing. And we talked about them a lot in school. So for your assignment for phonics today, I want you to create a table. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to just draw a quick table. Will this be a table? Okay. And then I'm going to have to put some lines on it so that we can put different types of nouns and pronouns on our table. So I'm going to make 4 categories. And as I said, a noun is a person, a place. Let's move that over. Person, a place, or a thing. Let's move the word place over. And then a thing. A person, a place, or a thing. So I would like for you to write a list of some words that you can think of that are nouns and put them in the correct category for me. So is it a person, is it a place, or is it a thing? And I'm going to do some, for example. I'll start with me. I'm Miss Douglas and I am a person. So I'm going to put Miss Douglas in the person category. Let's think of a place. What about Sky Zone? I know a lot of my friends like to go to Sky Zone. Sky Zone is a place, so I'm going to put that in the place category. And then let's see. For a thing, I'm thinking of a toy. So I'll just write a toy. A toy is a thing. So I want to see if you guys can come up with 5 people, 5 places, and 5 things that you can put in the table to show me that they are nouns, okay? Now, we're very familiar with nouns. We've talked about them a lot. But today I want to introduce you to something new called pronouns. So I'm going to change the screen, but later on when you're doing your assignment, if you need to see it again, you can just rewind the video and pause it to look at this table. So I am going to change the screen and erase all of this. And now we're going to talk about pronouns. So a pronoun is a word that can replace a noun. For instance, if I write Genesis is riding her, that doesn't say riding. Genesis is riding her bike. Okay, there's my sentence. Genesis is riding her bike. What is the noun in the sentence? Genesis, right? Genesis is a person. I can take the word Genesis and replace it with a pronoun. So instead of saying Genesis is riding her bike, I could say she is riding her bike. And the word she takes the place of Genesis, right? Genesis is a girl, so I can replace her name with the pronoun she. All right, let's do a different sentence. Let's do Mark is playing his game. Which word in the sentence is a noun? The word Mark, right? Mark is the noun. He's playing his game. I can replace Mark with a pronoun. So instead of telling you exactly who's playing the game, I can replace it with he. So instead of saying Mark, I can say he is playing the game. So now, if I never told you who and I just said he is playing the game, it could be any boy that you know, right? Any man that you know that considers himself a he. All right, what if I said the horse is running fast? The horse is running fast. What's the noun in this sentence? Horse, right? It's an object, it's the thing that's running fast. I can replace horse with a pronoun. So instead of saying the horse is running fast, I can say it is running fast. So it is a pronoun. And if you never knew that I was talking about a horse, if the sentence just said it is running fast, it's vague, right? It could be anything. It could be a dog. It could be a gorilla. You don't know what's running fast, right? So pronouns do not tell you specifically what the noun is. We just know it's an it. We don't know what it is unless you have the sentence before it telling you that it's a horse, okay? So we're going to talk about pronouns some more later in the week. What I want to do is give you a sentence and see if you can tell me what pronoun I can replace it with, okay? So Miss Douglas is teaching the class. Instead of saying Miss Douglas is teaching the class, what pronoun could I replace it with that's not telling you exactly who it is? So out of the pronouns I just taught you, she, he, and it, which pronoun would you put in the sentence instead of Miss Douglas? So you can write that on your paper as well and include that in your work that you send to your teacher. So underneath your chart that has all of your nouns, you can send also a picture of this sentence to your teacher. So instead of saying Miss Douglas is teaching the class, which pronoun would you put in the blank? All right, we're gonna move on and do one last thing before we finish our phonics lesson for today. So yesterday, Miss Stern started reading the story with you guys, Mr. Spencer's Rabbits, right? So today we're going to finish the story. So we're not going to start at the beginning because Miss Stern already read the first 2 pages with you guys. So we will start on page 3. Just in case you don't remember what the story was about, there was a farmer named Mr. Spencer, and he used his farm to grow food, and he sold his food to make money, and he had a little problem. And his problem was that these rabbits that you see in the picture kept coming into his garden and eating all of his crops, and then he couldn't harvest them and sell them. So he does not really like that. He's upset about what the rabbits are doing. So we're going to keep reading and see what happens next in the story. So as I read, I might stop and point out some of the phonics rules that I see. I might pause and give you guys some time to read too. So let's get started. All right, let me move this so I can see. All right, when Pepper came to the farm, he gave the rabbits quite a scare. I wonder why. They were in the garden munching on sprouts. Then Pepper came charging out into the yard, barking. So Pepper must be a dog. So Pepper's coming into the garden, scaring away the rabbits. The rabbits took off. They raced back into their hole as fast as they could. I wanted to point out some things that I noticed when I was reading this paragraph. I noticed CE right here in this word, and we talked about last week that how CE makes the S sound. So when I'm sounding out this word, I notice raced. All right, that's one thing I noticed. I also noticed in this word barking, I noticed AR, and we know that AR says R, and I noticed ING. We know that ING says ing. So when I sound it out, it's barking, barking. Okay, let's keep reading. Pepper ran to the rabbit hole and went in as far as he could. He started, I don't know this word, so I'm going to use my strategies to sound it out. Digging. He started digging with his paws, but it was no use. It was a deep hole, and he could not get down to where the rabbits were. All right, let's scroll down and keep reading. Mr. Spencer was sitting in the living room at the time. He could tell what Pepper was up to. He smiled. "Good dog," he said. "Good dog. I bet those rabbits will munch on sprouts somewhere else next time." And then there's a picture of Pepper chasing the rabbits out of the garden. And look, this rabbit is even down here in a hole hiding. So that was the end of Mr. Spencer's rabbits. I do want you guys to read the passage that I just read. I want you guys to read it on your own now. So I would like for you to pause the screen, pause the video, and take some time to independently read this page. If you like, maybe you could get your parents or someone to record you while you're reading and send that to your teacher. If you can't do that, that's okay. What's most important is that you take some time and practice. So I'm going to leave this up on my screen. I want you to pause your video and go ahead and read it. And when you finish, you can unpause for the end of the video. All right, boys and girls, thank you so much for joining me for Phonics today. I can't wait to see you guys later in this week. Have a great day. Bye.